All right, everybody. Welcome to extra episode of Tacos en Europa. I am Jorge,
My name is Edgar.
and we're here to talk about the official news, the brand new news that we just got, which is the call-up for the friendly game versus United States, Mexico versus USA. We have an all-Liga MX team here.
Yeah, just only the Liga MX players, but also only some of the teams. Tigres couldn't lend players because they have a game the next day. Also, Monterrey has a game 2 days from it, so they asked to be to limit the players to 2 players.
Yeah. So some people are a little limited, and the people that they sent, we're going to talk about a little more. And actually, there's an asterisk there to all Liga MX team because we do have a European there who hasn't had many minutes, but deserves some minutes. So we'll talk about it in a little bit now. Let me go ahead and read the call-up for you guys so that they know what we're talking about. So it's going to be, let's go. The goalkeepers are going to be Acevedo, Malagón, Antonio Rodriguez. The defense is going to be Néstor Araujo, Kevin Alvarez, Julián Araujo, which is the European guy we're talking about, Jesús Gallardo, Víctor Guzmán from Monterrey, and Israel Reyes. Antigua Sepúlveda, sorry. The midfielders are going to be Roberto Alvarado, Uriel Antuna, Fernando Beltrán, Omar Campos, who is weirdly in the midfielding section, Alan Cervantes, Luis Chavez, Osiel Herrera, Aldo Rocha, Carlos Rodriguez, Eric Sanchez, and Alexis Vega, with our 2 people up front are going to be Henry Martin or Roberto De La Rosa, one of the 2.
Yeah, those are the strikers. So it's a different column, right?
It's
I think we're happy with it.
Yeah,
right?
I think interesting is the good word to use, and there's not much to say. There's obviously some players that are missing here, so I'm going to go ahead and ask you the first question of the episode, which is, who's missing?
Yeah, the obvious answer will be the Tigres players.
Yeah.
Who won't be like Lainez, Cordova, we know. But also, the biggest missing is the best player from Chivas. They have 4 here, but the 5th should be Víctor Guzmán.
Yeah.
But we know that's a little on the down low.
It's
something.
a whole conversation there,
Yeah, it's a whole different conversation.
You can't fight it too much, that one. You can't fight it too much.
Yeah. So, other than that, now we can get into some different players like Eric Lira from Cruz Azul. It's a pretty good defensive midfielder. I don't know why he wasn't called, especially with Alan Cervantes, that's having a so-so season because Santos is having a very bad season. So, but then again, Cervantes and Campos aren't there.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. Also, who else?
Marcel Ruiz.
Yeah, Marcel Ruiz, exactly. He's having a fantastic season with Toluca. And none of the players from Toluca are called. There's at least 2 or 3 that I could mention.
Well, one of the best probably youngsters right now in the league, Marcel Ruiz, is going crazy. And I don't know, maybe it's the symptom of not being in a big club, you think?
There's a little politics in it that, if you're part of the council of the national team, you have to, but if you're not, then you can just tell it to go to hell. So it's a little weirder than that,
Yeah, but I mean, even after, removing all of that, I think we have a pretty, strong call-up. I'm not too mad about it. I'm not really mad about it at all, to be honest with you. But, so to go to the next point, I'm going to ask you, I don't want to ask you who you're happy to see. I want to ask you, who are you excited to see? Play in the game, to actually play.
I hope we get to see Herrera. Herrera is one of the most exciting players. We have been following him from a while, and he has improved so much. Even right now, Atlas is playing in the Conca Champions, and he just gave 2 assists.
Yeah.
He's having a great season.
He's having so many contributions this season. I got to look up the number exactly to give to you guys. But yeah, I remember we were following him in the Rebello Cup in the summer.
Yeah.
And man, he was doing okay. He wasn't terrible, but actually, he was a little bad. But just
he was of the list.
But just the growth from there, we knew the potential he had. We knew that he was an interesting player, and then just right now to cement all that, it's just he's looking incredible. So I hope he gets more than a couple of minutes. I hope he gets a good at least 30, ish, something like that. I hope we were able to actually see him.
He will actually fit in a starting lineup, either with a 5-3-2 or a 4-3-3. He's that good and versatile.
Yeah.
So he could fit in either way.
Yeah, and since you're talking about the lineup, let me ask you real quick. So let's start talking about who could probably start. So let's go with the goalkeepers first. I'm gonna say Acevedo. I know you're gonna fight me on that, but what do you guys say?
Yeah, I feel Malagón has a better system.
Yeah,
sure, he has played less games, but he has looked way better than Acevedo.
Yeah, your philosophy, I know, is to reward the people in good form, right?
Yeah, form has to be the reason you call people.
Yeah,
that has to be it.
Yeah, to me, the way I see it sometimes is and I know it's an error that has been made in the past, but there are times where players, national team is different. People play well for the clubs and not for the national team, and it can also work the other way around. So seeing Acevedo with a better defense, I think, could make a difference. A world of difference.
A couple of traffic cones will be a better difference. Yeah, that's how bad Santos is right now.
That's the interesting thing, that I would love to see. So that's why I would still keep Acevedo. I think to me he's a one up next no matter what. But what about defense?
We can both agree. Antonio Rodriguez is not deep, right?
Nah, barring some terrible, horrible injuries, knocking on wood.
Some crash in the bus that keep the only keeper alive or something.
Hey, man, we go with just one keeper on the field. Yeah, but I think it's gonna be between one of those two. Like you said, I think you mentioned in the Spanish version that I think you're just happy to see him there, right? He's been doing good.
He has been breaking his back for the last years, and I think it's fine.
Yeah,
I rather see him than Gonzalez or
Cota or something,
or Orozco.
Yeah,
I think he don't like Cota, but he hasn't been good with the national team.
So now for the defense, what if we have a 2 defensive system, a 2 center back system? Who are you putting?
Well, that's a different question because I really like Victor Guzman and Israel Reyes. I think those both are decent. Reyes is a little shorter, so maybe that's an issue. But neither of those is left-footed.
Yeah.
But the problem is of the 4 center back, neither is left-footed. So
yeah, we have Araujo.
He has played as a left center back as has Sepulveda. I think Sepulveda has been way better on the right this season, but I guess you can put him there. I don't know if Reyes has, I think, but I didn't see that much of Puebla when he was there. But it's what we have, and I think that's the stronger lineup.
Yeah. What about a 3 center back system? Who are you putting?
I will put Sepulveda because Araujo is not in.
Yeah, I wouldn't like to see him either. I think he's called up, to fill up a spot. They're probably another option that you could have put in there. That 4th center back, but I hope he's the extra and not one that he's planning on using.
Yeah, I hope he's not the start.
Yeah.
At least.
And midfielding here, whatever playing with a 2-man midfield. Who are you using?
I really like Pachuca's system, so I will put the twins.
Yeah, you value the chemistry, the in-game chemistry. And
Xavi Sanchez.
It's hard to go against that. It's hard to say anything different than that. But now if we're doing with a 3-man midfield, who are we putting in the middle? Top?
That's where we have a lot of options. If you want a number 10 up top, you have Carlos Rodriguez that is playing decent enough, creating a lot for Cruz Azul, especially now that Tuca is kind of steadying the ship.
Yeah.
Then you have if you want control, you can have Nene Beltran. Yeah, he's great at just holding the ball and giving space for his teammates. And in defense, you can put Rocha. He's a very solid defensive midfielder. Sadly, it's not the Rocha that won the couple of titles for Atlas, but he's still good. Decent.
I think we have good enough options, to have a strong start and then maybe make some adjustments if along the way. You could go a little more offensively, you go more defensively, depending on what we need. But before we talk about the forwards, let me actually backtrack a little bit. I forgot to talk about the fullbacks. So if we're doing
Yeah.
a two-man midfield, what fullbacks are you going to? A two-man defense, who are you going to put in the fullback spots?
Look, either way, I think the best two fullbacks right now there is Araujo and Gallardo.
Okay.
That's either way.
We've come a
If you
long
have
way when you
wings,
say good things about Julian Araujo.
yeah, yeah. I don't know how to deal with it yet.
Yeah, I think they're the
Ooh,
most interesting ones there, you know.
Philadelphia scored
And
2-2.
uh, I was just talking about how we're better than MLS, and look what's happening, man. We're tying.
Yeah, we're getting screwed.
Yeah, I think out of the two, you know, Gallardo's in crazy form. Araujo gave us something good last match, and he needs some minutes,
Yeah,
so it'd be good to see him. But either way, you know, if you have, you know, some substitutions later with Kevin coming in and Omar Campos coming in as well, I think it wouldn't be bad to see. I think it'd be fun to see all four of them play in the game.
yeah, yeah. Hopefully, the Coca decides to be at least like daring, like try something. He has in the last couple of games. He took some weird formations. He used Alvarado as a winger that actually came down and worked in the midfielder, like Barcelona and Real Madrid sometimes do.
Yeah.
In the game against I don't know, in Jamaica, I think Edson was part of the trip-man center back.
Yeah.
So they were doing some things different. I hope he does this game again.
That's the best thing we saw in the window, and then that episode we talked about, you know, that his in-game changes, you know, his changes in-game. I think that's beautiful to see. But let's go ahead and go up to the last part, which is going to be the forwards. Okay, who are you using in a two-striker formation?
No, Henry Martin has to be the main striker.
Has to be in there regardless.
With Herrera, I think would be exciting because Roberto La Rosa and Henry Martin will be like a little too like.
It's too much of the same profile. Yeah, they're gonna be like.
I wouldn't say the same, but
they're gonna clash.
Yeah, he's not creative enough.
Yeah,
but Herrera is so different. He can be a winger. He can be a midfielder. He can be a striker, a half striker.
Yeah.
So I think he will be the best choice. Vega also will be like a fine choice.
Yeah.
In a two-man system.
Or maybe a little more than fine, I think. But yeah.
I think he will probably be the better one.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Yeah, I mean they both are for you. You know, that space out wide if you need it. You know, they can both play in the middle. They can both come down and help you out with the creation of the game. I think both of those would be great to see. You know, a winger turned striker in that second striker position. You said, I agree. I wouldn't want to see Martin and De La Rosa in the same lineup together, unless we're trying to like completely like try to get goals at the end of the match or something, like something crazy, you know. But other than that,
if you want to change to a 4-2-4,
yeah, something crazy.
Two wingers.
Yeah, something crazy like that. But other than that, yeah, I think that would be the best thing. And what about in a 3-4 lineup? Obviously, Martin in the middle, but who would be your wingers?
You could go with the Olympic lineup. You could go Antuna Vega. They have enough chemistry. They know each other. They actually like can play together. But probably Herrera will still be my right winger and Vega on the left.
Yeah, I think both of those you can't go wrong. I would also like to see Herrera over Antuna. But I mean, I don't know, man. Antuna sometimes gives you stuff when there's nothing on the line. So, you know, his best games are the ones that don't matter. So,
that's true.
So you never know here. But yeah, I mean, hopefully, what I want to see from Coca is I want to see Diego Coca. I think we talked about it in another episode. Like, I don't think we saw him in the last window. I don't think it was his real identity. And I just hope he's able to, you know, make some risks and experiment a little bit and show us, like, his identity.
Yeah, I hope he can be daring at least.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. I think that's the best we can ask for. But, I mean, if you have nothing else, Inge, I think that's probably going to be it for this extra episode.
Yeah, I think it is. I think Atlas is getting kicked out of the Coca Champions.
They're losing?
I think they just scored the third one, but I'm not sure.
Right.
Hey. They're 2-2, but 2-3 in the.
Hey.
What?
Okay, well, we'll see how that ends. Okay, guys, thank you for listening for this extra episode about the call up. Remember, we're still going to be here on Monday to talk about the summary of the week for the European players. So be sure to listen to that there on Monday. Other than that, I think that's it for the episode. Hi, Jorge.
My name is Sergio.
Thank you guys for listening. Have a good week.
Hi. Santiago Naveda played.
Santiago Naveda played.